Streets talk about making money ain't nothing to talk about. Keep my mind on them stacks, they wouldn't give you clout. If it's bread making, baby, I'ma always throw that down. I done put my foot in the streets, rapping shot on these beats. A lazy man gon' stop, but a grinder always gon' eat. Everybody can't do what I do, that's why I'm crushing your crew. From Chi-Town, Memphis, Tennessee, and all through the blue. I'm so fresh and so new, got a hot album too. I done came out of nowhere and I'm taking all of these suckers' juice. I keep my promo on them poles, keep that powder out my nose. This Chicago nigga with a million copies sold. Say my name. What's my name? Say my name. Stayed on my green. I ain't never gonna let nobody talk me out of rolling with my team. Y'all know what I mean. These money hungry fiends. They think they can outsmart you by selling you a dream. But I stay grinding cause I'm bread making, homie. And they can't figure me out because they really don't know me. You got that paper, show me. My mama didn't name me Tony. These suckers won't stage, but I'm shaking them like Kobe. It's real in the field. I'm on the mill. I'm that hollow point tip, pointing at you ready to kill. These suckers better chill, but an axe brother will. The king is in the building, so you haters take a kneel. Say my name. What's my name? Say my name.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
The Chicago nigga.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? We have an issue here in Chicago, especially being from here. It is only natural, as Keisha broke it last night, of what was going on, and then today, more information trickled down, and I just have to be able to let you guys know that it's always happening inside of
the Chicago.
So the thing is that it is only rightfully to know what's going on and what's happening in the streets of Chicago. And what the word is as I traveled throughout the highways and byways today. And this was like my first day, y'all, you know, going to the streets, really, actually the second day, but really the first day because it rained a lot yesterday. But welcome to the Gingerbread Man Show. This is Steady Serving Sports ENT, an extension of Simply Ball Dropping Podcast with my main man, K-Sap. What's up, K-Sap? What's going on? Y'all, listen, I tried to wait as long as I could, but y'all know I'm not going, you know, Duval going to talk forever. And you know what's happening. So I got to get in the bed because I got to get up in the morning. So I'm not going to keep my show no later than half an hour. But, you know what I mean, coming on. So sometimes I'm early, sometimes I'm late. It bothers nobody. And I'm just saying, y'all, listen. This is an extension of Simply Ball Dropping Podcast Networks. And shout out to my main man, K-Sap. Shout out to the Players Club. Shout out to the Full Court Trio. Shout out to my sister Keisha, who over there rocking, doing her thing along with the ball. It is a beautiful thing to see. Listen, y'all supporting us and coming through and making this thing, you know, a beautiful thing that, you know, Brother K-Sap got on and gave a scare, you know what I mean, to us all. And the prayers is still going out to my brother. We seen him put out videos today, but K-Sap had a serious scare over the weekend going into the hospital. You know, we give prayers out to our brother, and we always keep it real with one another. What's going on, my main man, AC Chi-Town Calvin? I see nephew Jacob in the building, in the dark with a smile. My niecey Pooh. Y'all already know when you fall in, please hit the like button. Hit the like button. And I gotta always let everybody know. Give your opinion. It is all good. But listen, keep the main thing, and make sure you are courteous to one another, because there's a lot of things going on in the world, and there's a lot of hate going on in the world, and we don't want this channel to be a part of hating or hate. We want to be players always and bread makers over here. So this is what we gonna do. We gonna start off with no other than the subject at hand. Back to the lecture at hand. Here's Jaden Ivey. For those who coming in, hit the like button.
That don't add up, man. That's not adding up, right? God let these happen. God let these things happen for a reason. May His will be done. May His will be done. Right? May His will be done. Not my will. My will is done. When I came into the league, all I wanted to do was win championships and get millions of bucks. Millions of bucks. Get that next contract. Get them cars. Get all them cars. That's all I wanted. Right? When I came into the league, that's all I wanted. Right? Until the Lord showed me. Lord showed me. You. What good is it to gain the world yet forfeit your soul? What good is it? What good is it to not follow the Lord, to not obey His commandments? What good? It's not good. It does you no good. What good is it? What good is it not keeping His commandments? What good is it driving the store with the Ferrari you only get to drive that Ferrari for the time being. You're not gonna sit and drive the Ferrari for 10 hours. When has anyone driven a Ferrari for 10 hours?
So what y'all have right now is Jaden Daniels getting on a plane, leaving Chicago, assumptionally, after he was already told that the wave was going on of what he's been putting out there of late. So Jaden Ivey is expressing himself on IG as people chime in, and it had 40K likes as he was saying what he was saying, and it was a lot over, 7,000 comments, 8,000 comments, and over 2,000 shares during the time that he was doing this onslaught. So therefore, I want to give you guys a perspective on the young man actually venting on his IG. So he already going into a perspective of how he feels religiously. He's going into a perspective of where he's at religiously, and he's also taking a stance of where he's at right now, his stance of how he's viewing everything in total life, real life situations, circumstances, and right now in his mind of how he's standing on business. So we gonna keep it going, but I want to narrate it to make sure y'all keep it in perspective that Jaden is on the plane, and now he's releasing the things that he really want to say and trying to get across in his own way, in perspective, and how he see things, but not being aware of the weight that he carries as a young man and a valuable part to his family, to our community, to the things that needs to happen. And, you know, his story is not fully written yet, so I don't write the young brother off. I just want everybody to understand, as you come in, Jaden is saying what he's saying on a plane leaving Chicago Assumption.
No one. No one has sit there and driven a Ferrari for 10 hours. It's you only drive it for however long, wherever you're trying to go. Maybe if you drive to you drive the Ferrari to wherever you driving 10 hours away. But still, like what good is it gonna do for you on Judgment Day if you don't know the Lord Jesus Christ and you don't obey his commandments? It's not gonna do no good. It's not gonna do no good doing your will, trying to win championships, and you not doing the will of God. That's where many stumble. That's where many don't know the real Jesus. That's why you got Steph Curry and he not even surrendered, and y'all believe he's a Christian. Y'all believe he's a Christian because he wrote Philippians 4:13. Y'all think he's a Christian. But he cursing just like the world.
We are now almost ready to go, so please take your seats, fasten your seatbelt.
Friendship with the world is enmity with God. He's friendship with the world. He don't know Jesus. And I pray he comes to the truth, that him and his family will be saved in Jesus' name. Because all that stuff is not going to matter on Judgment Day. All them rings he got. All them rings LeBron got. All them rings Michael Jordan got.
The young man have things on his heart, things that have been there for as a root is concerned, right? We already know that Ncaa Ivey, always give praise to God whenever she goes up and give glory to him always. You know what I mean? That's his mother. She is a server and a servant, that she makes sure that everyone understands her standpoint on that. Jaden Ivey, from my perspective, you're right, Brian Allenhans. What's up? You're right. He should have talked to his mother so that his mother can give him school. You know what I mean? See, we get so arrogant. We get so full of ourselves. And, we learn things in the world, and, you have people with book knowledge, and you have people with other types of knowledge of a thing or certain such of the thing. But life knowledge, my grandmother already told me, and she always have told all of us and the grandchildren, you could go to school and learn all of what you learned. But in her 95 years, you still ain't gonna know the road that she had to pave personally to get us here. And I was like, oh, Mom, you know they got that in the book on what's going on. We understand. No, it took me life experiences. As I was going up and growing up in the world, I got to see some more things. And I got to see some more things. And as an early young man at 19, after grammar school, high school, some college, I decided to go to the military and go off and see some things and get away from mama and get away from dad to pave my own way and have my own idealization of what life is actually about. And when you are this type of person, you have a conviction of being your own type of person, but putting your own name in the sand. I've had my ways of doing things differently than all my siblings. I had my way of doing things differently than mostly all of my cousins and family members. I look at things a lot different just by me being an entrepreneur alone, like those ones that are in the family that are entrepreneurs and have paid a certain way and done things. I look at life a little bit different. And as an entrepreneur, in starting my own type of corporate facility and circumstances for myself, I have the intelligence to understand that it doesn't matter what color. It doesn't matter what creed. It doesn't matter what religion. It doesn't matter what type of politics that you're under. And it doesn't matter where you come from. When you are in business, because business don't have any emotions, it doesn't have any happiness, it doesn't have any sadness. A number, a dollar, has no love. A number, a dollar, has no hate. There's no feelings of where it flows. And if you are smart enough to understand that you have to get along with all types of creeds, all types of personalities, races, your people that are racist, people that are not racist, religious, people that are, anti everything. People that don't practice religion. You have to get along with those people because in a certain setting, in everything, even here on YouTube, that place, and here on Steadyservin Sports, ENT, that place supposed to be sacred for anyone to come in to support the job or the good deeds that you're trying to do. And I understand he say what need is a man to gain the world and lose his own soul. Well, sometimes that's taken out of context. One thing about me, I don't want nobody to Bible beat me. You ain't gonna Bible beat me anyway. I went to Catholic school from kindergarten all the way through college till I left. Then I went into the military, which you need the Bible because your ass is going off to war. So any type of scriptures, I had a mother that was a Baptist and a father that was a Humming Bench Baptist from Eudora, Arkansas. So, being around and affiliate with Catholic, the Baptist, the denomination, I've been around atheists. I was in the music business. Of course, I've been around Jewish people. I've been around just about each and every person, creed, and color, because music does that for anyone. Entertainment does that for anyone. Everyone should be able to be entertained no matter what you believe in. Everyone deserves to be entertained no matter what religion or practice that you practice. Everyone's supposed to have the same rights to whatever general entertainment that you provided, and not talk about you want to do this for a specific one. Well, okay, be all right with that. And when you look down in your pocket and you see sand, cotton, some paper that got washed up with a number and that said, call me, you'll think about it later. But I think that Jaden Ivey has the problem of being just young. That's one. Frustrated on his career. That's two. Not taking seriously on what's happening in his personal life. He mentioned about family members calling him and he ain't this and my wife's over here, she right here. He mentioned a lot of different things. What's going on, Brother Jabari? Hit the like button. When you are anywhere that provides a service, you should be already in your mind understanding it doesn't matter what the silhouette is, does, smell like, what it is. You provide a service to this individual. And you should always understand that everybody don't have to see it your way. Everybody don't have to see it my way. Everybody don't have to, do it the way I do it. And sometimes, a lot of people, it's after 10. A lot of people say, fuck bro Claude. It's okay that you feel that way. It's all right that you feel that way. Or when you don't say it, but you do things so that I can be able to pick up on, because I'm a military man. So therefore, I pick up on things, and I'm, us in Chicago, we got a, we got a little bit of spidey sense because this city is such an urgent city of where violence is always there, or things constitute to happen, or things can escalate real fast. And we can read certain people's positions, and we can read what people do and sneak up underneath, sneak this, or try to not give respect, or what we call in Chicago player hate. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that Jaden was doing that. I don't think that Jaden Ivey was actually understanding at this moment of a situation that the type of weight that he had, he really didn't know that type of weight that he had. It's probably what he thought he wanted, because he said and mentioned he wanted all of the money that he could get. He wanted all of the nice things. He wanted all of the awards when he came to professional basketball, drafted by the Pistons. He wanted those demerits that any great basketball player or good basketball player would require in their career. But by Jaden speaking fast and not actually being in the situation where he can actually have someone to talk to someone, to have somebody to really, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, listen, everybody needs somebody to talk to. I don't know a human being that can feel, smell, breathe, eat, walk, touch, taste, that don't need somebody to talk to understand, to help reason with. Someone that can hear you out. A lot of times, I just come to my channel so that I could be with you all. I come to my channel because a lot of you guys give me compassion on the ideas or just the views that I have. A lot of you guys are here for me more than what you think. Some come in disrespectful, some people troll, some people does intentional things, but for the most part, you are here because I got that shit. I got that package of being able to be gifted to give love out and to show the love that I have and the caring that I have to give you, one, a good show, two, give you the right information, three, not be up here capping and telling the truth, four, to be as versatile as I can when it comes to me doing the show. You know, a lot of people, you know, want to judge the young brother. Right, he can't go overseas to play. His career in the U.S. is over. I don't know Brian Allen has, because no, he's not Kyrie Irving. No, he's not. But everybody was listening when Kyrie spoke. It was COVID. If y'all remember, most people, I bring up Kyrie, everybody go to that of what he said, let alone, you know, oh, bad man, hey, Drew, you know what I mean? Drew, you know what I mean? Old man Drew. A lot of people think about what he said, because when he said what he said was during COVID and the world stopped. And everybody took notice to what Kyrie Irving said. Is he that type of player? Is he on that caliber trajectory? We have yet to see this man's career. He's only 27 years old. So we don't think that this man's career is over. By no means, he can ball. Now, if he chooses to be over with, maybe so. But I don't know how the NBA would defer. You understand? I don't know if that he would, you know what I mean? Because, of course, the NBA is a finicky thing, but his mama is Ncaa Ivey. His mama is Ncaa Ivey. So, you know, out of consideration, I know she making phone calls and trying to put out the fire. And I don't think that Ncaa Ivey, you know, would just, you know, be, I don't think that Ncaa Ivey would be non-compassionate for her son. I think that Ncaa Ivey is actually there for her son. And I don't mess with anybody's children. I don't play that with a relationship with a child and a mama, let alone a child and their father. You understand? So, you know, they're with their intricate parents. That's something that the parent also got to chime in. But him as a man, he has to stand up and be accounted for on any of the actions that he's done. And stand up like a man. Some things that you say out your mouth, mama can't save you. You know, that was the first thing that they told me when I got check. When I got off the plane, coming into the army, your mama ain't here. Your mama ain't here. Your daddy can't bail you out right here. Your daddy can't do it for you. You can't call mama on what I'm finna put on you. The world would do that to you. And I think that on this subject that Ncaa Ivey loves her son. Ncaa Ivey, I don't think she raised a good son because, of course, he finished college. He's in the professional basketball. He made it to the NBA. He made it to the league. He played for a couple teams. And I don't think that if he wouldn't have said what he said, I don't think he would have been waived because actually he was doing okay. He wasn't doing great. You know what I mean? Covering the Bulls. He wasn't doing great, but of course we expected Jaden Ivey to do whatever the job required him to do as long as he was on the Bulls roster. So an article says Jaden Ivey on IG Live. I just played that for y'all. After being waived by the Bulls. They're liars, bro. This is lying. So the article that was wrote March the 30th by Joel Lorenzi, it says that the Chicago Bulls waived guard Jaden Ivey for the conduct determined detrimental to the team on Monday, hours after the Instagram live stream in which he delivered targeted comments about the NBA's advocacy of the LGBTQ community. Ivey, whose season was shut down on Thursday while he manages left knee pain, has taken to Instagram Live 3 times since the Bulls announced that the news of him being shut down last week, delivering inflammatory comments. The world can proclaim LGBTQ right, Ivey told viewers via Instagram on Monday morning. They proclaim Pride Month, and the NBA, they proclaim it. They show it to the world. They say, come join us for Pride Month to celebrate unrighteousness. They proclaim it on billboards. They proclaim it in the streets, unrighteousness. Ivey Instagram account has more than 200,000 followers. Monday's comment were part of the extensive live stream, his third over the past week, in which he spoke extensively on his religious beliefs. The NBA has not commented on Ivey's comments or release. On Thursday, hours after Ivey was ruled out for the remainder of the season, Ivey took to Instagram Live to address several topics, including his beliefs. 2 days later, Ivey streamed live again from a car, once again reading the Bible scriptures and speaking extensively on his religious beliefs over the course of 75-minute stream. The user comment to tell Ivey, sending prayers, hand emojis, Detroit misses you, red heart emoji. Ivey replied to the user, God does not hear your prayer if you are a sinner. God. Underneath the same video, still on his Instagram account, as of Monday morning, Ivy, whose mother, Ncaa, is the women's basketball coach of Notre Dame, told another viewer Catholicism is a false religion and Catholicism is a false religion and is not the true doctrine of Christ. It does not lead to salvation in Jesus Christ. The Bulls coach, Billy Donovan, man, why this man know his mama is a coach for a Catholic school, which is Notre Dame. He knows his mother is a coach for Notre Dame, which is a Catholic school, chat. Just keep in mind, and I know the man loves his mother, but I know that some things is kind of off here. The Bulls' Billy Donovan talked about the decision to waive Ivey before Chicago's game against San Antonio Spurs on Monday. I think there's a certain level of standards and expectations that are here, Donovan said. I mean, we have people from all different walks of life working in the building and players from all different walks of life, right? So the first thing is everybody comes with their own personal experiences. But one is we've got to all be professional. I think there's got to be a high level of respect for one another, and we got to help each other and then be accountable to those standards. It says hours after the Bulls waived him, Ivey went on Instagram Live, where he continued to talk about religion and the NBA. They're liars, bro. This is lying, Ivey said. They're lying, saying my conduct is detrimental to the team. That's a lie. Ask anyone of the coaches in there. Was I a good teammate? All I'm preaching about is Jesus Christ, and they waived me. They said I'm crazy, right? I'm psycho. He later said, I didn't get myself waived. I was in the gym today. I was rehabbing, doing what was required of my job. Chicago traded for Ivey at February's trade deadline in a deal that sent Kevin Huerter to Detroit. Drafted by the Pistons with the 5th pick in the 2022 NBA draft, Ivey was an explosive, promising athlete before suffering a season-ending broken left leg in January 2025. Ivey, who was set to be a restricted free agent this summer, also underwent surgery on his right knee and in October. For him to go through what he's gone through, I know has been extremely difficult for him. As far as the way he was playing, the injuries, trying to make the comeback and trying to overcome that, the Pistons coach JB Bickerstaff said before the Tuesday's game against the Toronto Raptors, after playing just 4 games with the Bulls, Ivey was ruled out with the knee soreness. Donovan eventually noted the test showed Ivey needed to strengthen the muscles in his left leg, likely residual effects of such devastating injury. On the night of February 19th, when Ivey picked up a DNP coach decision for then interim head coach Wes Unseld Jr., called strictly a basketball decision. Ivey spoke with the media for just over 10 minutes, detailing his view of what he believed to be the first career DNP. Coach is looking for players that help win, Ivey said, and Jesus is looking for those who worship him and spread in the truth. So I don't really think that it's affecting me that much. As far as not playing, I know that that's why you guys are asking me these questions. Asking about his restricted free agency and how he's approaching this season as it relates to his future. Ivey told reporters, I don't really trust the NBA setting. I trust the Lord. That's the main thing. He placed me where I need to be. On Tuesday, Ivey returned to Instagram Live to discuss the fallout of his recent comments, specifically concerning his own family, those around me. Those are my family members betraying me because of what I spoke. The truth betraying me, saying that I'm losing my mind, saying that I'm crazy, saying that I don't know the truth, saying, he said, these are my own family members who love me, my blood, those who raised me, saying that. So I think that either Neil Ivey or his father, those who raised me, saying that I don't know the truth. Man, he's psycho. He's this, he's that. Those are my own household. All because of the gospel. All because I said the truth. So, Tony, if you want to come up, you can. The thing is that I'm weighing on where this young man is right now. I'm weighing on how this young man is going to be treated. I'm weighing on the way that we all look at this situation at hand. This situation at hand is very candid, right? I put it in your personal chat, Tony. The way that he looked at life right now, he's in distress. That's right, Henry. That's right. He's in distress, and we all do need help. Yeah, maybe the Bulls could have shown some compassion. Yeah, but you know, when you have a job, and you know you're on the battlefield, and when they send you off the war, and you know in an instant what war means. War means that you got to go out and kill somebody or unalive some people. This is what war contains. This is what physical war contains when you're in the military. So I'm trying to breathe some of that to you guys. By me being in the military for 8 years, when someone tells you you're going to war, you got a different type of mindset. And you asking for the God to take you through that. And there are people like Jaden Ivey that said you sinning, and saying that you, especially in this government, saying that you warring with the devil, or you shouldn't go to war at all to kill people, you know, unalive people. But that's a perspective. That's oranges and apples. But we're talking about a person who are a person that is responsible for what he's saying out of his mouth. And I agree, AC Chi-Town Cal. Those owners are scared when that type of talk go down. Because guess what? The owners, one thing about Jerry Ransdorf, Y'all know, if y'all know the history in Chicago, Jerry Reinsdorf, Jerry Krause too, you know, rest in peace. But Jerry Reinsdorf used to get shook up on some of the, you know, when Michael Jordan had a shoe, those of you guys that's not old enough, or those of you that already know, you know, Michael Jordan was going to be suspended also by the Bulls. Some of y'all not old enough to remember that. So not only was he got a league suspension, a fine for the league, because it was going to be a league suspension when Michael Jordan was wearing his patent shoes, the first pair that we all go and get and wear and look forward to, the first pair of Jordans. Yes, I lived at T. Camilla. Michael Jordan wore his black and reds to the All-Star game. All-Star game that was played in Chicago, of course. And he got so much mass hysteria about the shoes that the next game he did not wear them. He paid the fine. But then Nike said, well, we'll take that on. Wear those shoes. And eventually he was able to beat the system of wearing his shoes. But at the time, policy is policy. And Chicago is running from a big time situation. Chicago is running. I mean, when I tell you that Jerry is scared about that type of stuff, Jerry Reinsdorf is scared of that type of stuff. He don't want no type of mass hysteria that's negative towards this team at this time, because they have done the worstest free agency draft. All of the stuff that they've done, got all of the second round picks in history ever. They got all the number second round picks that they could collect in history of all time. The Chicago Bulls have done that. And also traded, they cleaned the house, as to say. They got rid of everyone. They in a rebuilding stage. And especially coming in a rebuilding stage, and then acquiring Jaden Ivey, and Jaden Ivey supposedly not meeting up the part because the Bulls been terrible all year. Y'all ain't really even seen me cover after the trade situation and the debacle that went on. I talked about how the Bulls and the Chicago Sky need a revision of getting themselves better. So the things that the Bulls did and bringing all of these different guards to the table and going through the free agency and pulling the people that they pulled, they really was not trying to have a winning season. They was not. They was the Chicago Bull team that you seeing right now. It's not even put together, so it really wasn't that serious to cut Jaden or to waive Jaden, because he really wasn't doing nothing unless they still got to pay him the rest of what they owe. But they gave him that little money and it was like, get away, go away. They gave him the little rest of whatever it was, and they was like, Jaden, go away, move on. So because of the type of team that's already assembled. So y'all got to understand the weight of things. Y'all got to understand that this right here was a major issue, was a major snug and a shrug. More after these messages, y'all. Hey everybody, my name is Bro Claude, and I'm here to tell you about the best whipped organic shea butter on planet Earth. It just so happens to be my brand, Bread House Butters. It sheens, shine, heal, treats, moisturize, condition your skin. Not only is this the best shea butter for you, but it heals good, smells good, and feels good. It is the best moisturizer that you can use. It clears up any scars, scrapes, stretch marks, blemishes, rashes, bruises, eczema, psoriasis, and most intensified dryness of skins. You can put this on your face, your hair, and your body, and I'm telling you, this is the best product that you can use in America because, of course, we make ours and crafted, handcrafted in our own kitchen. So I'm asking for you guys to support the #1 product that you're going to ever be able to put on your body, Bread House Butters brand. And guess what? You can go to breadhousebutters.com. I said breadhousebutters.com and put your order in now. Thank you, and I appreciate everyone who supports. Listen, everybody. The topic that I want to cover most of all is the NCAA portal. And what has it caused? What has it caused around the NCAA as of right now? Because as I see it, and I continue to look, there are young ladies that's hitting the portal, and those who we didn't expect, a lot of the Hoosiers left. Indiana started losing players on both teams, on both sides, left and right. So the transfer portal tracker, Iowa State women's basketball player move on. And they go over in Des Moines, Iowa and Iowa State will both have players on the move after 2025-2026 women's basketball season. Iowa State in particular will look a lot different next season. The Cyclones are losing starters Jada Williams, Addie Brown, and Kenzie Hare, along with multiple key bench players. Iowa's women basketball players in transfer portal is Kelly Lavin, a guard. Lavin is transferring after 2 years in the Hawkeyes program. The Saloon native averaged 1.2 points per game in 19 appearances in 25-26 season. So excited to see the God has in store for me. You know, she put that in the, you know what I mean? She like, I'm out of here. Addie Deal announced to social media March the 30th that she's entering the transfer portal. I have learned a lot during my freshman season and look forward to continuing to grow. As a result, she posted the deal was a Big 10 all freshman team selected this year. She played in 34 games and averaged 5.1 points, 1.6 assists, and 1.2 rebounds. Kenzie Johnson, guard, appearing in 20 games between 2023 and 2024 and 2025 and 2026. She scored 9 career points as a Hawkeye. On threes, Tila Goodman reported in the news. Iowa's Kenzie Johnson plans to enter in transfer portal She told the 5'4" junior appeared in 6 games this season. Sound like a lot of bitter players. That's all I see. Iowa State women's basketball. Addie Diogard announced on social media March the 30th she's looking to enter the transfer portal, and she put up what she's done so that those who want a player like her, they can start to call it. Listen, Addie Deal is real, particular to let y'all know that they wasn't doing the right job in Iowa. So it's getting a lot of reports that they are leaving Iowa's schools, both of them, Iowa State and the Hawkeyes, at the same time. It says, Addie Brown, she says, I sincerely thank you to all of my teammates that I have been fortunate to play with. These past 3 years have meant everything to me. The relationship I've built and the memories we've created will stay with me forever. The Cyclone Nation, I have always felt your love and support. You truly bring the energy to Hilton each and every game. And that is what makes playing at Iowa State such a special experience. Thank you for standing by me and supporting me throughout my journey. To my coaches, staff, and everyone who has poured into me, thank you for believing in me and helping me grow. As I prepare to complete my degree and continue towards my graduate studies, I'm grateful for how Iowa State has shaped me both on and off the court. This decision comes after a lot of thought about my future and goals. While it's never easy to move on, I believe that this the right step for me, and I'm excited for what's ahead as I continue to grow and chase my dreams. Addie Brown. So Addie Brown said, I'm up like Chuck-a-Lug, and you know, she felt like she did what she was supposed to do. You know, she was like deuces to Audie Crooks. She was gone if Audie Crooks was staying or not. Jada Williams, point guard. Williams was a big addition in the transfer portal last offseason. So therefore, Jada Williams hits the portal once again. So will that affect her? Will that affect Jada Williams? She's now in this portal situation. You're bouncing school to school to school. Jada Williams was a big addition in transfer portal last season. She started all 32 games from Iowa State in 2025, 2026, and led the Big 12 at 7.7 assists per game. She also averaged 15 points per game. Jada Williams, she left a message for you all that love the Cyclones. Jada Williams said, from the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you for embracing me and allowing me to experience Hilton Magic. To my coaches, thank you for believing in me when I didn't even believe in myself, and for giving me another opportunity to hoop and helping me find my way back to loving the game. And to my teammates, thank you for welcoming me with open arms and saving my life. I would not be here today if it wasn't for you guys. Every single day, we showed up and loved on each other, and that was just what I needed. For my senior year, I will be pursuing my dreams elsewhere. Iowa State will always have a place in my heart, and I'll never forget Iowa State way. Yeah, buddy. So her hitting the portal, Jada Williams was hoping to get over here with Adi Crooks and make some things shake. Well, Adi, I think that they had they had a great start, of course. Everybody saw the start that the Cyclones had. They had a really, really, really great start. And I think that at the end of the day, on how this transpires, Jada Williams was trying to recant her name, and she was able to do that over there in this way. So Kenzie Hare, guard. Hare is transferring for her 5th and final season. She started 31 of 32 games this year, averaging 6 points per game and making 40% of her 3-point attempts. So Kenzie Hare, 5'9" junior, is looking to put her senior years elsewhere. Reese Betty, guard, one of Iowa State's better reserves. Betty averaged 4.6 points, 3.3 assists per game, mostly off the bench. She earned 2 starts with Iowa State, dealt with injuries. So, she actually said, I gotta go. See y'all later, deuces. And I think it's something better for me. Alisa Williams. Alisa Williams, forward, averaging 4.8 points per game and 3.3 rebounds, while primarily serving Artie Crooks backup. She said, I'm out of here too, like last year. And she had to go. Alicia Williams said, see you later, alligator. And if y'all don't like it, I don't care. I don't care, because what we did this year, it got to be better. Reagan Wilson. Do y'all see these players are gone? That's a serious problem. And who don't see that this is a problem is blind. When your whole team start getting the hell out of Dodge, oh man, that's trouble in paradise. So Iowa have all of these different players leave and hit the transfer portal. Y'all see all these names? Look at these names. Look at these names. This is unprecedented. Reagan Wilson, Reese Betty, Freya Jensen, Freya Jensen plans to enter the transfer portal. Man, y'all listen. When your team, man, I don't know what the coach gonna do, because what that says about the coach. Now, if you a coach and most of your team, not even half of your team, most of your team leave in the portal, you in trouble. Way to bounce back, Ncaa Ivey. Way to bounce back. Ncaa Ivey, I give kudos to Ncaa Ivey for being able to get to the Elite Eight with what happened to her last year in her team. Ncaa Ivey, she had 3 go to the W draft, and she also had 1 transfer. But she was able to make it out of there. So, you know, I'm fixated on the transfer portal. I'm keeping my eyes on, you know, how Tennessee is doing. You understand? These young girls is out of here. Lena Gardner. There's so many names, y'all. And how do you guys feel about the transfer portal in its entirety? How do y'all feel about the way the kids are now allowed, instead of being red-shirted or things like this, you know, that happens, you know, how do you guys, how can you build continuity up unless you're a team that can actually, you know what I mean, like Vic Schaefer said, you got to have the money to keep these players. And each year you got to build on top of team, on top of team, on top of team. So the departures at TCU: Olivia Miles, Marta Suarez, Taylor Bigby, Kennedy Basham, Veronica Sheffy, Natalie Mazurek, Maddie Shirt. Players remaining eligibility: Clara Silva, Donovan Hunter, Tila Parker, Clara Belfield, Emily Hunter, Sarah Portlock, and Aaliyah Robinson. That's TCU. Michigan Wolverines. This is UAC Chi-Town Calvin. Expected departures: Brooke Quarles Daniels. You know, this is her last year. So Brooke was real crushed at the table. Shout out to Brooke. She did have a good year. Shout out to Brooke. Elisa Crockett, Aaliyah Van Timmeren. Those are the expected departures. But most of the core of Michigan, look at that, they coming back. Most of them are expected to come back. You know, it's still a couple days left to go into the portal, but you know, we would have heard some stuff this morning. Duke Blue Devils: Ashley Jackson, which she's graduating, going to the W draft. Tina Meir, which is, you know, have to go to the draft or see where she will fall in the draft. Haley Johnson and Olivia Martin. But most of their team remain eligible. None of them have put in for the portal, as we know right now. The portal scanners has not came up. So Notre Dame fighting Irish. So Neil Ivey has to go through this again, you guys. But look at how many players that she's losing. Ayana Moore, Vanessa De Jesus, Melania Cowles, Jaleesa Sanchez, Bella Turney, and Jordan Smith. They all are gone. So Neil Ivey got to get out to recruit, because that leaves her with 1, 2, 3, 4, really 3 players. But, you know, the fourth is Kelly. She didn't really, 1.4 points. I ain't counting that. So she got 3. Prosper is back next year. She's not in the pro. She's still eligible for another year as a super senior. Prosper is available. So I don't think Prosper is leaving, being that she went to the Elite 8. So I think that she also needs another year of development, chat. Virginia Cavaliers. Expected departures: Paris Clark, Romy Levy, Caitlin Wenger, Jalen Brown, Daniel Arak Bubba. So the Cavaliers pretty much have their team remaining together to see what they could do and build on. Oklahoma, Reagan Beers is gone. Of course, we know she entered the WNBA. Peyton Verhurst, same thing. Patrice Cullerton. But they gonna still have Aaliyah Chavez there. Sarah Williams is still gonna be there. Zaya Van is gonna be there. None of them have hit the portal. The Sooners are not, now Chavez team getting the players like to run and can spread the floor will make her even better. They talking about what is going on next year. Kentucky Wildcats, Tony Morgan, Tui Key, Alana Hassett, Jordan Obi, Jossie Gilvin. Those people are going, but Kentucky Kentucky only had really 7. They really only had 7 in the first place. With these players going and leaving, 4 of them that was, Obi and Hassett and Key and Morgan, they going into the WNBA to availability type stuff. It says Porter priorities, despite bringing in Greenway, Brooks might be seeking a point guard. In the first 2 years of Lexington, Brooks used the portal to bring in Georgia Amore and Morgan. So, he got to go to the portal with losing some of those key players. Louisville Cardinals, Laura Zingler and Raina Scott, them the only 2 that I expected to depart. So Louisville, I expect Louisville to be, intact next year to make a run for it, to gather some new players. Fly J. Johnson, Amaya Joyner, and Easy Bessem. That's the one that had the heart problems. Shout out to Izzy, of course. But Fly J, we expect one in the W. Amaya Joyner, she got a shot. Someone that, needs a 4. I don't see her playing a 5 nowhere because she's really undersized as a 4 in the W. You know what I mean? The 4s in the W are even big because Asia is huge. Asia is huge. Minnesota Gophers. I expected Maya Battle, Sophie Hart, Braylon Glenn. We don't know some of these players. Finna Tang and Tracy Bearshires. We don't know. Most of their team gonna stay intact. Top scorers expected to be back. This size is not recruiting class. Also included in a 6'4" added cool by Minnesota is going to duplicate top 20 season. Coach Don Plitzwitz will have to go to some veterans interior to help. North Carolina Tar Heels only losing 2 people. I expect North Carolina to do good. Naylor Harrison and Iron Nevere, are the only 2 that they losing. They team pretty much going to be having step up in eligibilities. North Carolina Tar Heels going to be all right. Vandy, Justine Piscott, Sacha Washington, and Maya Wanta and Jada Brown. They are expected departures. I don't think it says a mobile big will be a good place to start. The offseason needs to be spread for Blakes and Galvin to maximize their one-on-one skills, and traditional post doesn't work. The Commandos need someone who can run a high pick and roll. That is what made Washington a good fit. Another shooter to additionally spread the floor should also be atop of the Ralph Portal wish list, and then the opportunity to play with humble superstars such as Blake's and passer of Galvin quality should be easily to sell to somebody that's coming. So those are the strong portal hitters. Y'all entering the portal this year. I think that it's a good thing and it's a bad thing, right? It's a good thing and a bad thing. Hitting the portal with these type of situations or these type of things that go down. Hitting the portal is one of the biggest things that has happened for the NCAA, right? And then, of course, the people can get the money. They can go and get the money and, seek better for their career. So I don't think that the portal is very, very a bad thing. I just think that the portal is not really traditional. We just got to get used to it. I mean, but the kids going where they want to be and want to play more. I don't blame nobody that want to go somewhere, because it is certain coaches that lose people, right? There's certain coaches that don't play the kids, right? So, those kids will have to engage and do the best that they can. So I wanted to talk about the portal in particular on how crazy it is and how crazy it has been for the people. They're like, come on, bro, Cloud. Let's talk about the W. Well, the W, which is my last subject, and y'all already know. So y'all get ready to wake up, because I think that this W, this year gonna be really exciting. This year is gonna be an exciting situation for the W and the way that it's moving. I think that the W right now, the WNBA, is probably one of the most exciting things in times of of all time, of what we can actually in particularly see. You got what I'm saying? There's not a situation where the WNBA could ever be in trouble with the CBA that just went down, with the players. 100 players are available in the draft. 100 players are available in the draft chat. So what I will say is this, respectfully, what I will say is that when you are looking at the W this year, we in a good shape. Good shape. And I'm excited for what's finna go down and transpire. And everybody else who understands what the W is about to do, the draft is here. It's coming. The expansion draft is here. It's coming. The quality of free agents is out there. So everybody has a chance to get the things that they need for their team. It's an even playing field across the W at this point. If y'all understand what I'm saying, it's an even playing field across the W. But in having an even playing field, you have to also understand that once again, the Chicago Sky. That's right, I said it. The Chicago Sky has only one move. to make wrong. And I believe that the Chicago Sky is going to lose the people. I think that Chicago Sky will make all the right moves that need to be made. Because why? Angel is, of course, the subject. Angel Reese is the topic. Angel Reese is the actual say of all things. So having Angel Reese here in Chicago, I don't think that we will have a situation where over 100 people that's in the free agency will not be picked to come to Chicago, right? News and updates on Chicago Sky facilities. I'm going to give y'all this, and then we going to get up out of here. Sorry, we went a little late. You know, we had to start late, so it is what it is. So the practice facility they claim is operational right now. They claim that the practice facility for the Chicago Sky is operational and ready to go. At the end of April, they saying that the Chicago Sky, anybody that they require and acquire to the team, they're going to be able to walk into the gymnasium, get their lockers, be in their section, come out to the gym, go out to the weight room, go out to all of the different departments and compartments that they have at the facility. And it's going to be ready to go, and it's going to be the most beautiful thing that you've ever seen in the WNBA thus far. Meanwhile, of course, Indiana is building their own facility. But it is claimed that the Chicago Sky facility will be done at the end of this month, because tomorrow will be April Fool's Day. And April Fool's Day, we ain't looking to be fooled by the Chicago Sky with empty promises. But what I will say, y'all, is that they get this facility done, major things will happen for Chicago. And I do have hopeful dreams and hopeful ambitions about, you know, saying purpose. And I think that the Chicago Sky will definitely find its way in these draft nights and the free agency to bounce back, because they got no choice at this point. When you have the city talking about you on terms of selling your team, and no one wants you, Michael Alter. No one wants you, Nadia Rollinson. No one wants you, Jeff Pagliosha, to be over the front office in the way that these things has transpired over the last 3 years. So, you know, you guys start and when Angel get here. But Wade walked away in the middle of the season. Some of y'all don't know that pain. Kalia Copper was on a promising rail of being the lead scorer of the W and all of this stuff, and she gets traded to Phoenix. Then they go and get Teaspoon with no GM in place. Actually, no GM being in place. Go and get Teaspoon. And then they had the conundrum of Epiphany to hire the boy that mops the floors, wash the windows, you know, move a couple of the players' legs. How did this feel? Do you like that? You know, they put that guy as the GM. And knowing that this boy was going to drop the soup on the floor, Chicago Sky messed around and had Jeff Pagliocci at the helm. But Teaspoon was there to say, oh, wait a minute, hold on, motherfucker. Don't. Where you going? Stay on the board. Stay on the board. Motherfucker, stay on the board. And he stayed on the board because, of course, he already been peaked of not knowing what the hell was going on. So we acquired Camilla and Angel, which we already know in discussion. But the goddamn season that we had last year, y'all, I don't know if I can make it through that shit. I don't know what I would do. Say this man, Bro Claus said, half an hour is over and an hour and 25. So, you know, that's what happened when you had to get on late. It don't matter at this point. It don't matter, you know. Thank you for being here, Jacob. It don't matter at this point when you get on this late. You just go on, you know, Jacob, when you got a passion for basketball, you get on no matter what. And you do what you have to do. And you rock on. And you keep going. And you push on. Some people can't push on. Some people get emotionally distraught or emotionally tied up, feelings hurt and all of that stuff. I don't do that. I'm a soldier. I keep going. I don't have none of that stuff. You know what I mean? As much as they want, or those people want me to have some emotional ties to things, I hear they call it what it is and I keep going. That's just what it is when it's, you know what I mean, this type of thing with Chicago. And I'm going to let y'all know that I'm not emotionally distraught at the situation and the way that Chicago has ended up. I think that we in a great place because now only thing that we could do in Chicago is to look up. The only place we could go in Chicago is up. The only way we could go with the Bulls is up. The Chicago Sky is up. The Bears, up. Now the Bears have set a certain type of situation. The Bears, of course. The Cubs, up. I got faith in the Chicago team, the Chicago system. This will happen for us. What you say, baby Jacob? It says, that's fair. I'm waiting for Tulip to come back so I can crash out on y'all since the vol. Hey, man, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Yeah, fire Billy Donovan. He probably gonna quit. This probably, I mean, with what took place, what took place this year, they did everything they could do for Billy Donovan to quit. So Chicago, I look at the future, y'all, as Chicago getting better, as Chicago being better, as Chicago Sky, Chicago Bulls, and all the other sports, because I'm a sports fanatic, but I love the basketball, the game of basketball. I just think that the Chicago teams have to get better and invest in its players. And we have a problem in this city, in investing in our players. And keeping it real with one another and telling it like it is. And being on point. Yeah, the Lulu, she wins. Straight Lulu. You know, you expect players to come to this city when you're trying to give them peanuts. And everybody else got steaks on their plate. Everybody else got steaks on their plate. But no, Chicago Sky. Go out and get Uzon. Go out and get Uzan with the bullshit. Go out and go get Snooty with no booty with the bullshit. All 4 games. She out. I can't make this shit up. I can't make this shit up, y'all. Ariel Atkins had probably one of the worst 4 years, worst game of the last 4 years, the worst season of the last 4 years. She have it in Chicago. I wonder why. I don't know why Ariel Atkins didn't look good this year. I do know why, but I don't know why. You know what I mean? He says, OMG giving me anxiety if Uzan come back. Hey, man. Uzan, if you listening, we don't give a shit about you having some clothes at Courtney Vandersloot's house. We don't give a damn about you having Courtney Vandersloot as a cheerleader of your reasons why you in Chicago. But we want you to get your goddamn ass up out of here. Go to Turkey. Go back to Dallas. I know you played in Dallas. Maybe they want your ass in Dallas. But we don't want you here at all. Snooty with no booty, don't bring your $5 ass back here. Please don't come back. And Kia Nurse, Kia Nurse, the tempo is open. The tempo is waiting on you. Kia, the tempo is waiting on your $5 ass to go ahead and bring some of that change over there. And you probably have a redemption tour to beat Chicago and hit all the threes. But you wasn't doing that shit here. So we don't give a goddamn, because that shit don't count, because the shit didn't happen last year when Angel was left out there on the motherfucking burner by her goddamn self. It says, I told you she went off on a fan last week for talking about her. She gonna get she gonna get her. Who, Kia? Kia Nurse. Hey, Kia, I wanted you to come. I was all with the bullshits. I was with the shits, y'all. Yeah, this is what y'all was waiting for. God damn it. She wins. See, you started the shit. I was trying to get up out of here, but you done started this shit. And guess what? I was trying to have a nice, intelligent night and read off these nice acquisitions and different things and being a little bit more professional. I was trying to do that shit. I was trying to read off the shit and trying to just say, okay, we heard about the Ivy boy and yeah, the Porto. I was trying to give a professional type of situation and a platform. But no. You motherfuckers don't want to rest. You don't want to leave this shit alone. Because the motherfucking Chicago Sky is in fucking detrimental. Listen, they are in a situation that I don't goddamn know if it could be healed at all. Because guess what? The motherfucking owner, he a crook. He going in 2 weeks, 2 goddamn weeks, maybe 3 on the 20th. So 2.5 weeks. On the 20th, his ass will be in court, saying that he stole all the goddamn money, he put it in the duffel bag. He took the duffel bag, he ran down, over cousin Rodney house. Cousin Rodney, they call him, Alta is a Sicilian. I'm just saying. Anyway, he took it all over there. I'm just saying the money was somewhere lost in Little Italy. Over there on Roosevelt. I'm just saying it went from, we got to give y'all the demographics, Halstead and then Ashland. In between that, you got Little Italy up in there, you know what I'm saying? So from Halstead and Roosevelt, he took the money. Michael fucking Alter took the money that came on the register. He said, give me all this shit. Give me all this shit. Give me all this. Give me all this shit. Give me all that shit. And he put that shit in the duffel bag and he started running down the street. He was going to Little Italy. He got all that. Hey, he went to over there to Ralph Cigars. You know, shout out to Ralph Cigars. You know, Ralph Cigars, you go over there, you know what I'm saying? He was over there with his cousins at Ralph's. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, cigars for everybody. Yeah, Ralph, hey, let me talk to you. I don't know what happened to the money. Mike Alter, but something happened to the money. Because, hey, Mr. Rogers said that he wants some of his 10 million back. And you ain't did what you was supposed to do. And every year you talking about, we ain't got it, bro. Listen, we ain't got it, Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers say, man, I'm going to go get them. Hey, I'm going to go over here on Madison and Cicero, and you better know it has some answers for me. And then Michael Alter was like, I don't know. What about it? I don't know. If nothing came in, we don't have it. Right? Right, Nadia? And then Nadia Robinson over there. See, yeah, we ain't made no profit. And Dwayne bring his dumb ass over here and he gives some goddamn money. He don't look and investigate or interrogate what the fuck is really going on. D-Wade ain't getting no fucking word on the street. He is from, you know what I'm saying, the urban area. He could, you know, put his ears to the ground, but if he would have talked to some of us, his cousins and shit, you know, we could have been like, hey, no, motherfuckers over here saying, dude over here stealing. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no return. You know, they got Gabby Williams in the motherfucking office talking about it ain't nothing. I'm just telling y'all. I tried, I tried to do it. Give y'all, I tried to, get some sensibility. But talking about the goddamn Chicago Sky, bring the worst shit out of you, because we know that this fucking team could do better. And then now we on pins and needles, because in the next few days, the people's gonna start selecting and the draft is happening in just a few days, and there's a lot of shit going on. You know what I mean? Last year, Keisha cursing at the ceremony and shit. I had to get Keisha out the house. Come on, Keisha, come on, let's get out. Come on, get up, come on, leave these people. Leave these people Chinese food alone. Keisha, come on. Keisha's like, what the fuck he put? Who is Sifka? Sifka. Chat. If you pick another Jeff Pagliosha, I'm fucking warning you. If you pick another motherfucker from Turkey, Czechoslovakia, Czechstan, motherfucking, I don't know, Belvia, whoever the fuck that come from the cave, if you do it again, you're gonna make me motherfucking snap. I'm just being honest with y'all. I tried not to even talk about no goddamn Sky, because it would take my goddamn blood pressure up, and I ain't want to do this shit at the end of the goddamn show, because I was trying to get up off of this bullshit. But she wins, keep trying to poke the fucking bell and talk about some motherfucking shit that she don't need to be doing, and just let Uncle show the facility and let's fucking move on. But no, we can't. Listen, man, listen. Y'all want me to talk about certain topics, hit me on IG, like She Wins and AC Chi-Town Calvin, and different ones. Y'all want me to talk about certain things, I will, and give my motherfucking opinion, because I be trying to be nice and shit and professional, and then sister, you know what I mean, Sister Bernadette be, you know what I mean, be like, bro, Cloud, what the hell is going on? You done lost your fucking marbles, and I don't know what the hell's going this week trying to get some shit done. I am trying to get the shit done, but the fucking Sky is doing some bullshit, and it's a debacle. So courtesy to the Chicago Sky, Jeff Pagliosha weak ass, and everything that has been transpiring, because all of them mother suckers is about to have a crowd Not going in, but a crowd to get your ass up out of here. You gonna have that. Now, fuck up. I'm telling you. Boy. See, chat, I ain't mean to do that. I was trying to get up out of here. I know everybody tired. You know what I mean? They done had a full calendar date messing with Simply Ball dropping. You know what I mean? All of us being here working hard. I'm over here, you know, trying to get the show right, man. I'm trying to do what I'm supposed to do to make y'all understand that Chicago Sky don't have too much time to make it right. They don't have too much time. I ain't going over no motherfucking roster. I'm going to do that shit tomorrow. But in the morning, y'all see me in the morning. I am not, say, tell Richard better take her ass to Indiana. Rachel better take her ass to somebody's high school team and start coaching. That's what the hell. Did you see what she did in her rival? It was embarrassing. It was totally embarrassing. Did you see what she did? Her and Rebecca fucking Allen, you better take your ass to Australia. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Bars. You better take your ass back to Australia. I don't know what to tell you. Bars. Get the hell up out of here. We don't hell no. And sorry, E-Will. I know, you know, E-Will. I don't know, E-Will. We just need some young shit. E-Will. You gonna fall by the wayside because we need some young shit going on. And I can't be fucking around with that. Say, you say, you wanted Rachel, Kia, and Rebecca. Stop it. Left my, you a goddamn lie. I only wanted Kia. Rachel, we inherited from a trade. Boy, you know you better stop a line. And Rebecca Allen, I didn't even know who the fuck Rebecca Allen was. How did I want her? She was out with an injury. She injured her back and never came back. Because I don't know what the fuck. Yeah, Kia played like trash. She used to know. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. Kia Nurse used to not be trash, but she got hurt. And that ACL, that shit didn't look good. She came to Chicago, trash. Trash. So, y'all, I'm going to get up out of here because I didn't expect to go and have a 20-minute rant thanks to She Wins to get up off of this live because, you know, it's late. It's Tuesday night. I done got on this motherfucker late. I got to get up first thing in the morning and get on, you know, while everybody drafting in traffic and shit. You know, it's all good. We gon' make sure that in the morning, y'all got some suggestions. I'm going to be here early in the morning, dressed in black. Yeah, from 7 to 8 o'clock. I'm going to be up and doing my thing. So, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Thank y'all for coming. I appreciate everybody. I'm going to run the credits real quick. Let me tell you about the simplest way to get you in some WNBA and NBA action. Find your player, pick higher or lower, and win some extra cash. Pick between 2 to 5 players to fill out your pick'em entry. Get every pick right and win some much needed cash. Use promo code SteadyServ and receive $1,000 bonus in cash. Now that it's football season, follow Steadyservin ENT as I share my picks. Pick players, choose the amount, win money, make picks, win cash. Thanks, Underdog Fantasy, for your partnership with us, and thank you for using the promo code SteadyServN on Underdog Fantasy. Hey, look, I appreciate everybody and what you're doing. I appreciate what you do and appreciate what you will do. What I want you to do is, if you do have a business, put it in the chat. Excuse me, y'all. Getting over this cold. Man, y'all, I had big momentum going, but I got this cold, y'all, and trying to bring myself back. Go over to my website. Go over to the Steady Serv'n website, and please, when you go over to the Steady Serv'n Sports ENT website, subscribe to the website, of course. Leave me a message, drop me things, information that you want me to know. But most of all, this is what we do. Hit promotional services. If you hit the promotional services, this is what will come up. It says, are you looking to boost your brand and reach a wider audience? Our sports podcasts and social media channels offer the perfect platform to promote your business. With our engaged listening base, we can help you connect with potential customers and grow your brand. Let's work together and elevate your marketing strategy, y'all. So if you need any help in promotions, y'all already know what the podcast do. Y'all see the numbers. That's because you guys are some of the best people on planet Earth. I thank you and I appreciate you. And I appreciate the support that you do. Shout out to Sister Tierra. Still, she got business going on. I'm always show love to the entrepreneurs. You know what I mean? AC Chi-Town Calvin people. You know what I'm saying? People that you know that got businesses. Give them love. Give them support because they depend on you. You understand? They depend on you. And I want to show y'all something. And then I'm going to get on the body here. So you can go to Google. And when you go over to Google, you can go over to Google. Let me go over there. Let me hit Google. I don't want to see nothing about no Chicago sky. You go over to Google, chat. And when you go over to Google, y'all, I'm telling you, shout out to my partners. Shout out to Sister Bernadette. But you go in, and if you want some of this great shea butter that I got for you and prepared, go to Bread House. House Butters. You Google Bread House Butters. And when you Google Bread House Butters, what you will see in our elevation and as we grow, you see us there on the Google, and when we pop up, you see everything about us on social media and all the different things that's happening with us and what's going on, so you can follow what's happening with our brand. But most of all, guys, you could go get the Bread House Butter brand on Temu. You could go check out Bread House Butters on Temu and go see the Bread House Butter store. And Temu is ready for you. And if you want to order in a website, you see that, y'all? Y'all see? It's ready. Ready for you as we elevate. Shout out, like I said, to Sister Bernadette and what we doing and how we're doing and how we moving up in the world. We appreciate everything and you guys putting in your orders. We see your orders, and the orders been coming in, and keep Keep it coming in, because guess what? You helping us build from the bottom. You helping us build from grassroots. And also, like I said, I appreciate everything that you've done. Appreciate everything that you do. I appreciate everything that you will do. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notifications every time that I drop a hot banger. And as always, I would say, as always, please keep the main thing. Leave me a comment of what you think about today's show. And also, if you want me to cover certain subjects, like I said again, go to the IG. Hit me up, because that's what it is all about. Us sharing love, showing some love, and giving it up to everyone who comes over here and gives us support. As always, y'all, in the late night, in the evening, I leave as I came with another banger. Y'all, I tried to put business shit going on, but y'all wouldn't even let me do the shit. And y'all got, you know what I mean, this boy over here losing his mind and talking crazy and shit. We got to give prayers out to my man. You know what I mean? Hey, we give, to the Ivey family. We hope that everything gets getting squashed and everybody is, you know what I mean, is doing the best they can. We out of this month.
Welcome to my city. See the bright lights, skyscrapers looking pretty. Perfect skyline, postcard from a city, and we still on the rise. More construction keeping busy. Always bear down on your blue in the windy. Can't forget the Bulls, red and black run the city. Chicago, fire in the sky, WNBA. White Sox and the Cubs up in Wrigley. Got a couple rings like I played for the Blackhawks. Always on the ground.